The story begins with a happy married couple named Claes and Maya. From their marriage, they were blessed with a 15-year-old son, Magnus. Maya is a well-known doctor, while Claes works as a technology manager. This family is relatively well-off and happy, with a deep understanding of each other. At work, Maya has a friend named Bastian, who is attracted to Maya. That day, he wants to make out with Maya, but she refuses, as she still cares about her husband. One day, Maya picks up her husband, who has just returned from overseas on business. Maya is overjoyed after not seeing him for several days. However, on the way home, Claes surprises her. She wants to break up with him. Maya thinks her husband is joking, but the look on his face shows that Claes is completely serious. After that, Claes walks away, with Maya following behind. Unexpectedly, Claes meets a woman named Susan, who is Claes's new lover. Maya was deeply saddened by this reality. A few weeks later, the divorce proceedings were finalized. Maya officially separated, though her heart was in turmoil. Her co-worker, Lena, tried to cheer her up by inviting her to a party. Maya finally agreed, hoping to forget her sadness, even if only for a moment. At the party, a man harassed her and, without further ado, immediately started flirting with her. But before she could respond, Andreas, a former patient of Maya's, arrived. He helped Maya and chased the man away. Afterward, they went home, and Andreas, also attracted to Maya, immediately asked her to be intimate for the first time. From that night on, they grew closer and saw each other more often. Maya felt like she had found long-lost happiness. They also began flirting more and more whenever they met. Maya even sent her daughter to live with her father so that no one would disturb her time with Andreas. Their desire to be intimate grew increasingly uncontrollable. Sometimes Andreas would come to Maya's house, and sometimes Maya would meet him and invite him to be intimate. Several months passed, and problems began to arise. Maya's house was still unpaid and threatened with foreclosure by the bank. Furthermore, Magnus also learned that his mother had a new boyfriend who was younger than him. Her son disagreed, and Maya decided to end her relationship with Andreas, even though he had intended to marry her. An argument ensued between Maya and Andreas, but this was for the best. Maya preferred her son's happiness over her own. Ultimately, Maya felt sad and lonely again. No one would visit her or even contact her. Furthermore, Magnus was living with her father more often. Maya, feeling alone, decided to approach Andreas and invite him to be intimate. However, she was soon to discover that Andreas was already with his new girlfriend. Although Andreas still loved Maya, this was all Maya's own wish to separate from him. Shortly after, another problem struck. Magnus suddenly fell ill and had to be hospitalized. However, this incident reunited Maya, Claes, and Suzanne. They realized the importance of family and tried to repair their relationship for Magnus' sake, even though they weren't husband and wife. Not only that, Maya also managed to save her house from being confiscated. Her time with Claes made them miss their old times together, and they eventually became romantically involved again. The next day, they held a party for Magnus' recovery, attended by many people, including Maya's friends and family. During the party, Magnus expressed his love for his parents. Even though they were separated, Magnus hoped that it wouldn't erase the happiness within the family. There, Magnus also mentioned Andreas, who had been close to Maya, but now he was starting to accept her for the sake of his mother's happiness. That night, Maya and Claes talked and forgave each other for their past. Claes was now happy with Susan, while Maya finally got back together with Andreas. And finally, the film ended.